what Jordan Leggett and J.J. McCullough can do. You know, they're obviously gifted athletes. It's a good problem to have when they all four compete hard with you.
Is he still splitting time at running back?
At points we do. We'll motion him back there and try to look at maybe giving him the ball some to let him be a runner. That's been his natural position coming out of high school. But for the most part, he's been just concentrating on tight end.
Is it like an H-back role?
Yeah, it's what we call our 3-back, and he does everything from flexing out to a 2-back lead blocker to an on-the-line tight end to a vertical stretch out of back. So he's got a lot of hats to wear.
But as for Jordan, when he made that lazy comment last fall, that was pretty headlines.
Probably because he had a coach that told him that all the time.
Is that where that comes from?
I guess he, but I would say this, the light hopefully has come on with him, and he's learned to work hard and apply himself, and hopefully he can reap the benefits from it.
Is he ready to take that step?
We're gonna see in a couple weeks.
It seems like he's got a good rep with Cole.
Yeah, he's got a good rep with Cole, and most other kids on the team. He's a guy that's raised from Navarre, Florida, which is a beach type area, and then he's kind of a free spirit, with a good spirit about him, and kind of gets along with everybody.
Lastly, Stanton, second year.
Right.
The 4 touchdowns last year, he had some bigger moments. What does he need to do to have a more consistent role?
I think Stanton's been solid for us. I'd say probably the biggest thing, he just continue and maintain his size and weight, because the season takes a toll on him physically. You just got to try to maintain his size and weight, and he'll continue to get better. Thank you. Okay.
I'll change gears here real quick and let's talk special teams. Great problem, to having Bradley Pinion come back.
Right.
Talk about what he did that was so special last year, especially dropped 22, 23 punts inside the 20.
That's kind of an unsung stat. It's field position's critical. I mean, that is the name of this game. It's where you give it to them and where you take it over. And however you could create that, whether it be through downing a punt or through kicking it out of the end zone or through returning a punt or a kickoff, any of those things help our percentages go up as far as scoring points. And he did a really, really nice job for us last year of down and getting punts down and making people go the distance. And hopefully he can continue that this year.
Ammon Lakeup, what do you need to see out of him to kind of get him to where he's close to a level of what Chandler Catanzaro was?
I'd say probably for him, he's gifted athletically and he can strike the ball extremely well. I think probably his biggest attribute is going to be confidence, and just he had a great mentor in Chandler. He saw Chandler's work ethic. He saw Chandler prepare mentally before games. He saw Chandler at his highest highs when he made kicks. He saw Chandler at his lowest lows when he missed kicks. And the reactions of each. He's got to be his own self and develop his own demeanor. I mean, it's not a robot out there, but so long he plays within himself and strikes the ball well, I think he showed the spring. That's the only litmus test we have so far. He showed the spring that he's taken that challenge and kind of run with it. So hopefully he'll continue that. And, we've got another kid in here, Alex Spence, that'll be in there to compete with him, and competition will be the best for our football team. So hopefully he can do that and get online with, if he can do anywhere close to what Catman was for us, it'll be an added bonus.
How about kick returner and punt returner?
That's an area where we worked this spring extremely hard, finding some guys. Adam Humphreys obviously has done it for us in the punt return area, but looking at like a Mackenzie Alexander, looked at him some. He's an explosive kid. Just if he can make good decisions in fielding balls and doing things with it when he handles the ball, because he doesn't handle it all the time. I think he can bring a lot to the table. Also, Martin Jenkins is a kid who's done that for us some in the past, but keeping him healthy so that he can translate as a returner for us as well. Kick return, we looked at several guys. C.J. Davison was a kid this spring that showed glimpses of being really good, and along with T.J. Green is a kid that moved over from receiver to safety who did a nice job for us this spring. So those two kids, and then I wouldn't be surprised to see Sharon Pete back there, as he gets his feet wet again.
And then going back to